Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ann Makovic.
And I'm Gianna Franco. Good morning. It's 6:30 on Wednesday, September 22nd. I'm Gianna Franco.
Our traffic specialist, Gianna Franco, has the answers in this week's Travel Tuesday.
And I'm Gianna Franco. We begin with breaking news. All that recent rain just brought the Bay Area out of the extreme drought category. So let's get right to Darren Peck with a look at the new map.
The colors behind me might be difficult to differentiate. All right, Gianna, over to you.
Well, let's get a bit of a break in between. All right, taking a look at the roadways right now. Live look here, 580 westbound near Castro Valley Boulevard. This is the backup due to a crash. Our photojournalist Brian Kiley out and about this morning. And you can see we're dealing with those slick surfaces. That crash blocking at least 2 lanes there. He's just rolling up on it. It is involving a box truck. Possible injury, so there is still a lot of activity there on scene. You can see that as he passes the scene there. You've still got crews cleaning up the mess there. And there's the box truck. Looks like it is facing the wrong way there in lane. So we'll keep an eye on that until they clear that out of lanes. And looking at our maps in that area, traffic dipping down to about 7 miles per hour in some spots. So it is slow and go as you head through there. All right, we are getting first reports of a trouble spot that's actually now a traffic alert. This is westbound Highway 4 near Loveridge. A couple cars involved in this. 2 lanes are blocked and not seeing a lot of brake lights just yet, but they have shut down those 2 lanes as traffic is moving through there. So heads up if you're taking Highway 4 early this morning out of Antioch into Pittsburgh, you're going to run up on some brake lights because of that traffic alert. Once you're past all that, heading towards 242, 680, things are moving at the limit. Also getting word of some flooding. This is northbound 880 near Marina Boulevard. We've got some flooding in lanes there. So be careful as you head across the Nimitz Freeway this morning, and just, on all the freeways in general. A lot of standing water and flooding, ponding, definitely a possibility this morning.
I have a feeling, though, Gianna's not down with this.
Freddy Krueger's like the one scary person character. I don't know what he is that I just want to avoid altogether. So I might
Still
miss
don't
this
know
one.
what Freddy
I
is.
might just, yeah. My heart's beating fast right now. I don't know what Freddy is, so we don't need to. All right, heading to the roadways right now. We've got a couple hot spots.
Gianna, a lot of us hitting the roads.
Yeah, definitely. Well, my advice if you are hitting the roadways is you can avoid traveling on Wednesday. That is probably your best bet. That's the day before Thanksgiving. You'll probably spend less time sitting in traffic, especially when that evening commute merges with holiday travelers. And the busiest freeway, eastbound I-80 between the Maze and San Pablo Dam Road. And we're also learning the CHP is investigating a highway shooting in Bay Point after one person was injured. The shooting happened last night along Highway 4 in Pittsburgh between the San Marcos exit and Bailey Road. We have video from the scene, a huge police presence along the roadway. The investigation stalled traffic for miles, with investigators closing several lanes at one point to comb for evidence. Now it's unclear what led up to the shooting, but officers found a victim stopped on the shoulder a few miles away. They were taken then to the hospital. There's no word yet on a suspect vehicle. We'll stay on top of the story. Taking a look at traffic here in and around Market Street. A lot of folks may be using Mission or Howard as alternates. Right now, we're not seeing a lot of delays. There is an accident, though, on Folsom, so just a heads up through there. Now, other cities around the U.S. have also closed off some of their streets to traffic. In Manhattan, 14th Street went car-free last year. I spoke with Gersh Kuntzman from Streets Blog NYC about how this move not only clears out the cars, but also affects climate change.
Good transit helps tens of thousands of people.
And the goal with these closures on Market Street is to make it more pedestrian and bike friendly and hopefully ease traffic congestion. So for more info on that Market Street changes, head to our website, KPIX.com. Yeah, it's a tough one right now in San Jose. The investigation and cleanup of an earlier crash continues. This is on Capitol Expressway. Eastbound lanes remain closed from 7 Trees to Center Road. Now, the incident happened just before 2 this morning. A car veered off the road, hit a tree, then caught fire. The fire is out, however. Fire crews did have to pull a passenger out of the vehicle. That person was transported to a hospital with life-threatening injuries. As far as the impact to traffic goes, you're going to see some delays in and around that area. Eastbound Capitol Expressway remains shut down until further notice. No word yet as to when those lanes will reopen. You can use Tully or even 101 as alternates depending on where your commute takes you.
Guess how many pounds of garlic they've used in the years past? I want to challenge you. Guess. Just take a guess.
Well, how many years? Years past? Like every year? Like, I'm going to say a lot.
No, just on a regular year. 2019.
Okay,
2019.
an average year, pounds. I'm going to go 50.
I'm going to go 10,000. I don't know.
It's really
48,000 pounds.
Oh, see? Okay, that's crazy.
Cheap for the closer
Yes.
number.
Okay,
Almost like 50.
Live look here at the San Mateo Bridge, and you can see traffic getting a little bit busy here. More volume, more cars on that westbound side. Taillights heading towards 101, and that is the commute direction. Travel time now at about 15 to 17 minutes to go between 880 over towards 101. So sluggish as you head through there. And a live look at 880. This is near the Coliseum. You know, traffic is looking okay along 880 through Oakland. It's south of here, down into Hayward and into Fremont is where you really start to see those brake lights. And speaking of brake lights, Bay Bridge Toll Plaza metering lights are on, and you're backed up almost to the foot of the maze. All approaches now starting to see some slow and go conditions. As we head into the holidays, many of us may have plans to get away, but the problem this morning, are businesses ready for a surge in travelers? Joining me live now, CBS News Senior Travel Advisor Peter Greenberg. Good morning, Peter. How are you?
And good morning to you from Seville in Spain.
Oh, look at that. Lucky you. All right, let's get right to it. How will hotels, restaurants, and tourist-driven businesses handle the influx of travelers amid a staffing shortage? Very difficult for holiday travels if those prices keep increasing. And, you know, from the airways to the roadways, there are plenty of popular travel destinations within driving distance from the Bay Area. But with gas prices increasing, will those areas still see a high demand this holiday travel season, or will people decide just to stay home?
Well, every indication seems to be that that will not have an impact.
All right, and now that children as young as 5 are getting vaccinated, families might feel more comfortable traveling. How can they find some of the better deals on popular family destinations, especially with those increase in travel costs? Other things to look for on Friday at Chase Center, your Warriors taking on the Indiana Pacers. That tips off at 7:30. Also happening on Saturday is the 2020 Bay Area Brew Fest at the Festival Pavilion in San Francisco. And if you're a dog lover, well, Saturday and Sunday at Cow Palace, it's the Golden Gate Kennel Club Dog Show. But there is a chance of rain expected for this weekend. So if you are headed out and about, don't forget that umbrella.